Future Vibes in Big Cottonwood Canyon. I was just thinking about my fan base, my supporters, my homies, my diehards. I love you guys. I hope you guys know I don't take you for granted at all. I really appreciate your support. If you've ever, bought a shirt or come to a show or streamed my music or even just left a comment on my video, that's the reason that I'm successful, is because of you guys resonating with me. And that's the reason the Burnell Washburn brand has been around for almost a decade now, and the reason that it's still growing, constantly getting better, is because I'm not afraid to just put myself out there. I've had the courage to really go for my dreams, and I think a lot of people get inspired by that. I've been chasing my dreams every single day for 9, almost 10 years now, and I think even if people don't like my music, they at least respect that, and they at least respect that I'm just going for my passions no matter what, even though I didn't have any connections or start out with any natural talent or anything like that. I just went for it because it's what I wanted more than anything, and I think people resonate with that, and they respect and admire that ambition and that drive and that hustle. But most importantly, if you want to grow your fan base, it's all about just being you. Just put out tons and tons of content showing who you are. If you're goofy, show more of your goofy side. If you're into space and science, talk about space and science. If you're into painting, do more paintings. Just show your authentic nature around everything you're doing and make tons and tons of content. I wish I would have understood that way sooner, because I spent a lot of years wasted trying to think I needed to appeal to this demographic or that demographic, or what would so-and-so's fan base like, or it's stupid. I should just be myself. And then once I started realizing that, I got so much happier and more successful. More people started resonating with me, and the people that didn't resonate with my authentic nature just started kind of falling off and disappearing, and the real ones stuck with me. So I'm into meditation, I'm into crystals, I'm into chakras, I'm into self-development, I'm into personal growth and all this shit that some people might think is soft, or some people, I get made fun of a lot for it. I get made fun of for being this hippie and being this lovey, positive vibes, spiritual, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's who I am, and I love it. I love myself. I'm not afraid to put that out there, and there's going to be people that resonate with it. There's plenty of people that are into crystals and Reiki healing and fucking law of attraction and all the shit that I'm into, that'll resonate with and be stoked that a hip-hop artist is giving them a voice. So I just put that out there, and they'll like it, and the people that don't like it will just move on and listen to someone else, you know what I mean? It's really popular to talk about lean and popping pills and all this shit in hip-hop, but I think that's fucking whack. I think pills are absolutely garbage. They killed my mom, and I think no one should be using their platform to push that kind of a message to kids. I'm not really trying to be a hater or negative in this video, but I honestly think that's whack. I think I have a hard time supporting Post Malone, even though I think he's got the fucking sauce. Post, you're dope. I went to your show in Salt Lake. It was crazy. But man, and I love the fucking Rockstar song. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man. I feel just like a rock star. It's that shit goes hard. But 14-year-old, 13-year-old girls are listening to that thinking popping pillies is cool. Young kids that want to be the next Post Malone are probably more down to pop a pill next time they get offered, because they heard that in that song and they feel oh, the successful guy I look up to is about popping pills. But it's nah, dude. I think that's whack, so I'm not going to push that in my message just because it's popular. I'm not trying to judge other people for doing it necessarily, but I'm just saying that's not what I'm about, so I'm not going to put that in my music just so I can appeal and get fans. I'd rather have 100 people that just love the fuck out of me for my spiritual hippie soft shit than have 1,000 or 10,000 people that just kind of like me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about engagement. It's not about the numbers. It's not about how many likes you have and how many views you have. It's how much authentic, genuine connection do you really have with the demographic? How much real influence do you have over a group of people? That's your power. So for me, my numbers have never been crazy huge, but they've been super diehard, super engaged. You guys have supported the fuck out of me. You guys have really resonated with me as a person and me as a musician. And a lot of people that don't even really listen to my music a whole lot, fucks with my mindset. You know what I'm saying? They fuck with my mentality and just what I'm into other than my music. So they wouldn't know that side of me if I hadn't been put out videos like this. If I only dropped songs and never put out my personality like this, there'd be a good percentage of people that wouldn't really care for me or wouldn't fuck with me or know about me or have like much to grab onto. But since I'm putting myself out there like this and I'm not afraid to just like be me, that's why my fan base is consistently growing. Kevin Kelly has an article called 1000 True Fans that I definitely recommend reading no matter what you're doing. You don't have to be an artist, but no matter what you're doing in life, if you have 1,000 people that genuinely, authentically resonate with you, then you could build an audience and you can make a living in that niche no matter what it is with 1,000 people. So if you have 1,000 people that really like your paintings, you can make a living from painting. If you have 1,000 people that just love to watch you stream, you play video games or whatever, you can make a living with video games. Like 1,000 people is kind of like the base number. Once you have that many people that are authentically engaged, you can make a living doing whatever. So if you make one fan a day for like 3 years, that would be your 1,000 fans. You know, you'd be surpassing that if you made one true fan. Not just like the people that kind of like you, but the genuine diehard fans that like think you're their favorite artist or one of their top dudes or whatever, you know. So like I focus on getting those. I'm not trying to go appeal to the masses. I'm just trying to appeal to like the people that would really truly resonate with me as a person, resonate with my mentality, people that are into self-development and growth and success, people that have this growth mindset, people that love nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, look where I'm at right now. I spend all my time in nature. Like, I don't really hang out with people a whole lot. I wake up and I go listen to motivational, inspirational audiobooks and podcasts, and I meditate and I walk and I hike in nature and exercise my body. And then I go home and I work on my business stuff and my music and hang out with my daughter and shit. So, like, that's who I am. And I put it out there for the world to see. And there's other people like that too. And it helps me make more friends, helps me make more fans. And man, I'm just so fucking grateful, for real. I could be at work right now. I could be like on my way to some fucking job that I can't stand, and I've done that. I've worked at Target. I've worked at the Delta Center. I've worked in shitty fast food places, pizza places. I've been an Uber driver. I've worked at tons of different call centers. A musician's friend, Overstock.com, 1-800-contacts. I've worked at the fucking zoo. I've worked at Target as a cart boy. I've worked at the grocery store. I've worked at all sorts of different jobs. I've done hard physical labor with my dad, and I've done plumbing. I've done landscaping. Landscaping is one of the hardest shit. Like, man, like my roommate does fucking super hard landscaping, hard work, physical labor in the sun for like 12 hours a day. And I respect him a lot for it because he's actually doing it to save up money to grow his actual business, and he's dumping all of that into like growing his online business that's going to take care of him for years. But like, man, it's fucking hard work, and a lot of people have to like spend a lot of their time doing shit that they hate. But like, I designed my life around not doing that because I hated it so much, and I'm never going to ever take it for granted. Like, I'm so grateful that I get to make music, and then I get to like put out videos like this and just do what I love and put on shows and help other artists. And trust me, it's harder work. Like, it's actually mentally harder, and I work more hours than any job I've ever worked. Like, you could take my 5 hardest jobs and put it all together and it wouldn't be as hard as I work now, but the difference is I fucking love it. So like, it's easy. It's a lot easier to like make it through the times when everything's going to shit and everything's just super hard and it's crashing down on me. I can get through those times because I have like a real vision and I love it, you know. Whereas like when times got that hard at jobs I hated, I couldn't make it through. I quit. I left. But I'm not going to quit this because I love it so much. So if you have a real genuine vision and you real authentic love for something, then it's going to help you get through the hard times. So man, it's going to be a lot of work either way, no matter what you want to be successful in. So if you're going to work hard either way, you might as well start working hard towards something that you love, towards something that's going to build you long term. Like, I could have kept working a job all these years and been more financially stable and, you know, avoided family and friends being worried about me and all this shit. But like, that wouldn't have built me long term. It's like, as soon as I quit these jobs, the money was dried up a week later and I had nothing to show for it. So the entire year I was at that job was wasted. Unless you're actually saving money from a job, then you're wasting your fucking time. If you are working a job, you should be saving at least 50% of your income. And it might sound hard, but you can find a way to cut back your expenses or make more Um, and that way it's not all going in vain. Like, dump your money from your job into something that's actually going to be worthwhile to grow into something bigger. Because, like, yeah, I made a lot less money the last 5 or 10 years than I could have if I would have just worked a job. But now I'm getting to the point where I'm actually making more than I would at a job finally, and it's starting to be like, okay, now this is actually going somewhere, and I'm glad I took all this time and sacrificed everything and lost relationships and went homeless and slept in my car and fucking just struggled really hard to build the dream, but it was all worth it. And I'll still keep building it, and it might take another 5 or 10 years before I'm really like at the level that I like have envisioned myself at. But like, I'm patient, I'm ambitious, I have a compelling vision, I'm courageous, I'm not afraid to be myself, and I think that's the secret. I think if you want to build a fan base or be successful in anything, you just got to be for yourself and show people that you have the tenacity and the drive and the courage to go for it no matter what, even when times get super hard. Like, if anything else, like, if you don't like my music, I want you to at least respect the fact that I've been doing it for this long. And even though there's been times I've wanted to give up, and even though there's been times I've been evicted multiple times, I've just gone through incredible hardships that I don't even really care to talk about because they're in the past. But I've gone through incredible hardships just like that I almost like didn't need to go through, but I sacrificed a lot for this dream. You know, I put in a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm so happy that I did because I'm living the fucking dream. I'm living the life on my terms. I'm not sitting here working to build someone else's dream. Like I said, I could be at a job that I hate right now, just wasting my fucking life away just so I can pay some stupid ass bills that I don't even care about anyway. It's like, man, I'd rather go live in the wilderness and have nothing than spend all my waking hours to pay for shit that I don't even really care about in the first place. So, um, like they say in Fight Club, you know, like paying for all your dumbass IKEA furniture. Like, whatever, man. Go for your dreams. Be courageous. Be yourself. And you'll be way more successful. I know I'm just kind of ranting and repeating myself as I often fucking do, but hey, repetition is how you learn shit. And I think that I have a lot of people that really need to hear this message. I know a lot of people that want to do what I'm doing. That's why I put out these videos. That's part of the reason I'm even as inspiring as I am, is because I'm like doing it. I'm not crazy successful. You don't see like millions of fucking subscribers on my YouTube, and it doesn't look like I'm doing these crazy numbers, but there's a lot of people that look up to me and admire me because I just do what I do what I love for a living, and I'm not working the job building someone else's dream. So hasn't come easy, but I'm really grateful for all you guys supporting me. If it wasn't for you guys, none of this shit would be possible, and if it wasn't for the internet, it wouldn't be possible either. So like, man, I'm mad grateful. I'm super grateful for everyone that's just supported me in any way, and like anyone that's even watching. Like, you giving me your attention to watch this video right now helps me out. The more people that like resonate with my content, the bigger I can take it and the bigger impact I can make. It's not about showing you how cool I am or look at me, what's up, I'm living the dream. Yeah, what up, I'm a boss, you should think I'm cool. It's not about that. It's about trying to like inspire you. Like, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm trying to impress upon you that you can do it too, because I'm not any more gifted or talented, or I don't have any extra resources than you do. Like, I just started with nothing and I loved it and I went for it, and it's working out for me so far. And I think it's only going to get better and bigger from here. So if anything you take away from my story, whether if you don't like my music, if you don't even like me as a person, just at least look at me and say, okay, if he can do it, I can at least go do what I want to do. I can at least go build my dreams too, because there ain't nothing special about fucking Burnell Washburn. He's just a random white kid from Salt Lake with no extra talents or skills or resources. And if he can do some shit, and he can transcend past the trap of the rat race and society's fucking ways telling you that you need a job and you need to go to school and you need fucking stability and security and all this comfort zone talk. If you can see that I can transcend past it, then you can too. So I hope if there's just anything you take, it's just go for what you want. Start building it right now. If you are working a job, Start to learn to live on like 50% of your income. Take half your paycheck and put it towards something that you're growing. And if you don't know what you want to do in life yet, that's totally chill. Just do whatever excites you and just follow your interests. You don't have to find your passion right away. Just follow your interests and your hobbies and whatever sounds fun to you, and then that'll eventually lead to your passion. And then if you start saving up some money now, you'll be a lot better placed. I could have grown my passion way better if I had been like working a job this whole time and saving a big amount of it, you know. But I chose to go a different route, you know. It's whatever's right for you. But if you are working a job, I definitely think you should be thinking about building something longer term, because once that job's over, your money's going to be gone in a week and you're going to have absolutely nothing to show for it. And the entire time you spend at that job will kind of be a waste. Unless you learn some cool shit, which is awesome. You know, you can learn some amazing people skills, communication skills, focus, habits, you know, hard work. You can learn so much from working these jobs. So I'm not trying to devalue any job. I know like 99% of the people watching this video probably work jobs. And I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way, because I think I have mad respect. You know, like I said, my roommate works super hard every day. I've worked lots of jobs, and I know it's nothing but like really good people that think that's the way, because that's the only way they fucking know. That's what society teaches us, and it is a lot easier and it is a lot safer to go get a job and like know that you for sure have X amount of money coming in because you went to this place for X amount of hours and did what they said. That's so much more easy than like wondering when your next, you know, wondering how the fuck you're gonna eat your next meal. But I think you owe it to yourself to try to be building something bigger than that, you know. Whether you're working a job or you're already self-employed, you should always be thinking long term. And on the last note, I just want to leave you guys with just saying I love you. And on the last note, I just want to leave you guys by saying I love you. For real, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me in any way. Thank you for allowing me to just be me and do what I love in this world. I really fucking love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you know if you're my fan or you're my friend or you've ever supported me. I'm not always the best at really showing it, but I really am grateful. I really appreciate every single one of you. It's not about numbers to me. I look at all of you as individual humans that like truly mean the world to me. You know, when I've gone through my hardest times in life, it's my fans that have had my back way more than my family has. Way more than my family has. Like when I get injured or sick or stranded, I don't call my family. Like I post online and my fans take care of me. You know what I'm saying? So like one thing good to think about is when you are trying to build a fan base, like look for these authentic, genuine connections and good people rather than just like numbers or stature or popularity. Like, man, I remember one time I was stranded like 4 o'clock in the morning and I needed to get home. I was on the way home from playing a show in Vegas or something, and I posted online, and a random fan drove like 5 or 6 hours in the middle of the night to the middle of nowhere to come pick us up off the side of the highway. And I have countless stories like that of fans giving us places to stay or feeding us meals. Or I've just met so many brilliant, amazing people through this music, and I'm so grateful. Like, I've had people buy me groceries when I didn't have any food to eat. I've had people take me to the hospital when I got sick or hurt. I've had fans give me rides or offer to lend me their cars. I've had fans offer to help me out in struggles and situations that you wouldn't believe. And so like it's a community. It's not just numbers. It's not just this, oh, I got fucking X amount of likes or I got 1 million plays or views or whatever. Like, nah. Like, I might only have 100 views on this video, but those 100 people are real people that like have my back, that I love and that love me, and I could call them and they got my back. I could be in the middle of Minnesota or the middle of Texas or the middle of Arkansas or the middle of Utah or the middle of California, and no matter where I'm at, I have a fan or a supporter there that's got my back, and I'll never take that for granted. Like, I could literally cry right now just thinking about how grateful I am for that shit. Like, but I deserve it because I put myself out there authentically, and I put myself in a position to be inspiring and be able to help others. and be able to uplift and motivate. And like I said, it's not even about the music or the popularity. It's about that authenticity and that connection between human beings. So I love you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know who you are. My fans and my friends, man, all my friends even are fucking from this music shit pretty much now. So like some of my best friends in the world that I'll take, that I'll just cherish for the rest of my existence came from this music. So think about that authenticity and think about what kind of fans you want to attract. If you put yourself out there, you'll attract the right ones. Much love. I love you guys. Thank you.